These are the symptoms of gadolinium deposition disease, and I'll touch on the most common. And as it's a systemic disease, because gadolinium is going throughout your body, can cause a great number of different types of symptoms. But I'm going to describe to you the most common. So the most common are a sense of burning skin pain. Now, it can also be deep tissue skin pain, but it's a burning sensation. It's like you're on fire. So burning skin pain, bone pain. Now, people have described it, it's like a knife or a screwdriver being jabbed into your bones. So it's quite often very intense. It can affect any joints and certainly joints that are already maybe painful for you, like knees and so on, are very common. Problem is it's difficult to distinguish for individuals. Is that what I had before, or is it a new pain? So a very distinctive location for bone pain is rib pain. So skin burning, rib pain. The next is brain fog. And brain fog, when I use that, it's cognitive impairment, and it's beyond just simply not remembering where you put your keys and so on. Quite often, it's a very devastating symptom, and it's the symptom that people often describe when they can no longer work. It's because of brain fog. They're too confused to really understand what is happening. So it's really cognitive impairment of an enormous different ranges of thinking. Then pins and needles sensation, and that's associated with small fiber neuropathy, but it's basically that. It's like the sensation of pins and needles in your fingers or feet, but it can also be in regions beyond that. The next is muscle fasciculations, and that is twitching of muscles that can be really quite dramatic. Some people experience muscle contractions. The next important symptom is imbalance. People are very unsteady on their feet. Beyond that, there are other symptoms that are less common, but still quite common. So hearing is a big problem. So ringing in the ears, tinnitus is quite common. Vision problems, and there it's a full range of different vision problems that in and of itself could be a separate discussion. Cardiac problems, so cardiac arrhythmias are relatively common. GI symptoms, individuals will complain of nausea, of constipation quite commonly, and they generally reflect a slowing of the movement of the intestines. So people get paralysis. So paralysis of the stomach is gastroparesis, paralysis of small bowel or colon is ileus. And those are really the list of the most commonly experienced symptoms of GDD. And I just want to go over again the big five that most people get are burning skin pain, and that's very distinctive for GDD and different from other chronic T-cell dysregulation conditions like this. So long haul chronic fatigue syndrome, chronic inflammatory syndrome, etc. So the burning skin pain, the bone pain, the brain fog, the pins and needles sensations, the fasciculations, I consider the big five, but then all other organ systems are affected. Vision, very common. Hearing, very common. Heart arrhythmias, very common. GI symptoms, very common. And patients also very commonly experience imbalance. So those are the symptoms to look for in the setting of gadolinium deposition disease, but remember that it can affect many different symptoms as well. For example, another symptom is a contracting head pain, different from headaches. So many different symptoms can arise from it. Thank you for your attention.